You're live.
We're live? Okay.
No! I'm gonna be silly. I'm not embarrassed. Why would you say that? Huh? They can hear us.
Okay. I don't even see us live
I
yet.
do. We're live.
Are we live?
Yes.
Alright.
Shh. They're gonna know we're here. This is a taped performance.
Oh, never mind.
What's wrong?
Maybe you got a call and it like froze it for a minute.
Oh, it goes away. That's
Okay.
fine.
I don't see us on here.
I'm watching this.
Are you watching us?
That's
Why don't I
us.
see us?
Hit your videos. Go to videos where it says live.
Okay.
No, over there. Yeah, that's live.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Sorry, I couldn't see you. Sorry about that.
She could see it. She was choosing to ignore.
No, honestly, I wasn't. Okay, so,
Should we share it?
yes, please share, because, no, the reason, I mean, I know I always say that, but we have so much to tell you tonight that if you have friends who are Disney friends, they're not going to want to miss this, I'm telling you. I am on information overload, to put it nicely.
And being that Michelle was there, she has more of the insight than I do, so she's going to do a lot of the talking.
No, I asked for your input. I gave you the rundown.
I'll give input.
Huh?
I'll give input, but Michelle knows the details.
Yeah, well,
She was there.
yeah, I seriously, my brain is so full of knowledge over from the past couple of days.
It'd be mean to add new stuff in there. Just
It would be
throw her
mean
off
to
a
add
little
new
bit.
stuff?
Yeah, I can just
Okay.
throw you off a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, your Christmas shopping done yet?
No, I don't have my Christmas shopping yet. So yeah, if you guys could share, I super duper would appreciate that.
Super duper duper.
Yeah, please.
Duper. Super duper.
Hang on.
I was going to put this out there, and I'll probably remind everybody later, there will not be a show most likely next week. I
Okay.
know.
I know, we might actually have to skip next
Yeah,
week.
I don't know how we could do it unless maybe Sunday night. I don't know how that would work.
No, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that.
I just don't know.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
for sure.
But sorry if we can't. But watch on Facebook. We'll announce it there if we're going to or not.
Yeah, definitely. Are you still going live? Because
I'm
mine
live.
froze.
No, I'm live.
Okay, if you want to go ahead and start, and then I'll finish this.
You
stuff.
are frozen though.
I know I am frozen.
You need to refresh your screen
Okay.
before you do that because it might not share it. Oh wait, it's showing us live though on the share.
I don't know.
That's odd.
So.
And then post it, and then I would refresh the screen.
Okay, go ahead and start without me.
I don't know how that's gonna work, but okay.
Go ahead and start without me. Okay.
Hello, welcome to TMSM Weekly Live, show number 32 for November 19th, 2018. I'm Scott Atwood,
And I'm Michelle Atwood.
and we've got quite the long show for you today. We're gonna talk till Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I hope you guys are ready for a long show.
Well, maybe not Thanksgiving.
So I'm gonna try to
Your volume's up.
I know I'm getting
Okay.
it. I'm gonna try not to overextend because I know it's a holiday week and a lot of people are busy. But I do have like a lot to tell you. So much to tell you.
It's like Disney opened up the floodgates with information.
Yes. So all right.
We did have Tuesday off last week. Didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did. But since then, it's been nothing but like go.
I've been like TMSM's official Uber.
Official Uber. Okay. Oh, Jody said she didn't get a live notification. You know what, Jody?
But she's here anyway
But you're
because
here
she
anyway
pays attention.
Because you know
That's
that we're going to be
right.
live on Monday.
But not next Monday.
But not.
I don't want her to show up and go,
Thank
where
you.
are they?
I know. Thank you for checking and paying attention because we appreciate that. So, okay, so we have so much to tell you. So, are you ready? Hope you're comfortable.
You might want to get a snack.
Might get a snack or some wine or I don't know, whatever you got to do.
Wine, this is a Disney show. There's no wine involved.
Okay, anyway, so let's hop to it, shall we? All right, so Wednesday, oh, no, I had 5 days of media events and 5 days of stuff that has been sitting up here, jumbled up here, trying to, being able to make sense of it all so that I could tell you about it.
The best is when I've tried to talk to her the last couple of days and she just kind of stares off like, don't add to what's already in there.
I know, I'm like, don't tell me. Just don't. All right, okay, so I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to watch for questions because There may be some, and it's a lot. So
I think it's funny that we actually have a sink. Usually we're trying to block out our sink, and now we have a plastic sink.
And you can see our sink still.
I know.
In the feed.
I know you can.
There's our real sink, and here's our. We're gonna talk about the fake sink later.
Minnie Mouse sink. So last Wednesday, Michelle was invited to a special breakfast at IAPA, which, if you're not familiar with what IAPA is, it's the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions. So it is the be-all, end-all place where all the theme park operators in the world, because there was a lot from international, come there, and they come there to buy attractions, coasters, food vending booths, game vending booths, everything that you see in an amusement park, anywhere from Disney to the small carnival on the end of the street. They buy their stuff from this convention. And it's huge. It's 5 days at the convention center. There is all-day panels. They are honoring certain people who've achieved excellence in the field.
Yep.
It's fun. I walked into the convention room because she went to the breakfast, so I went in the convention room, and I felt like I was 12 years old running through a carnival with nobody to stop me, because there was just everything everywhere was awesome. But she went to breakfast with just Bob Chapek, which you're not from Chapek. Sorry, I said it wrong. I wasn't there. Bob Chapek, who is the president or vice president.
No, he is the chairman of Disney Parks and Entertainment Worldwide.
Whoa.
So he is right underneath the head guy. So
not Mickey though.
Yeah, he's like the right hand man to Iger. So so he kind of does all the announcements. Like last year at D23, Bob Chapek ran the panel in Anaheim, the big room that was filled with all the announcements.
There's like 3,000 people in there to do that announcement.
Yes, so like he's kind of like the final say so on all the parks, entertainment, attractions. He's
a big deal.
He's
a big deal. And actually, I think it was not last year, but the year before, Michelle was actually at the media preview weekend at the studios, and they pulled a small select group of the media people into a special breakfast at the Brown Derby that day.
Yes, that was last
And Bob came in there to thank just that group. He didn't take time to talk because he actually had to board a plane to get to Disneyland, to California Adventures, because that was the day they opened Guardians Mission Breakout.
Yes, Mission Breakout was premiering that weekend too. So this guy flies to all the parks because he oversees everything.
Everything, worldwide, international. He handles everything. So nothing goes in a park without going through his.
No, he's a big deal. Okay, we're said enough about him. He's a big deal.
He's like up here.
So, have you gathered? No, Google Bob Chapek. You'll see what I'm talking
about.
Not right now. Not later.
Don't tell him to do that now.
Don't leave now.
We just lost 50 viewers.
I know. Don't leave now. Okay, so during that breakfast, it was a lot. It was a big room. A lot of bigwigs from like different amusement parks across the world, people in the entertainment business, like all these things. And then there was our little Disney table. There was only a handful of media that was there, and I was lucky enough to be one of them. And I sat there. I've said this to myself a lot this week, and so you're going to hear this story again. Like, how am I here? How, this is just, it's mind-blowing that, that I even get invited to this stuff. And I'm really grateful that I am, but it makes you feel like a little fish in a big pond, because like there's these big millionaires walking around, people that matter in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, and you really realize that walking around the convention floor, because you see these people talking to people about designing their coaster. And one of the booths we walked by that had the coaster, they actually had the cart there on a track sitting there so you could see it.
It was a ride coaster.
A ride coaster.
A ride cart.
It said just purchased by Busch Gardens San Antonio, I believe it was.
Yeah.
For their park. So I mean, this is where people are spending millions of dollars to make their park an attraction for people to go to. So it's just
you got me walking around. Ooh,
and here we are walking around like, can I get one of those free backpacks?
I'm like, hey, look, they're making those little donuts over there. Let's go get a little donut.
They had some really cool stuff.
Yeah, because not only do they have like the attractions and stuff, they have like if you go to Dave & Buster's or Chuck E. Cheese or one of those type of places, they have all like the gaming for amusement parks. Or if you're familiar with Cedar Point, they have that area where they have the prizes and the games, like all.
And they
that
even
stuff
sell the prizes there.
Yeah, they sell the prizes.
So, but anyway, back to your breakfast.
Anyway, back to Bob Chapek at the breakfast. So he made a couple of announcements, and I did put them out, but we're going to talk about it. There was a lot of announcements this weekend, so we're going to try to keep up. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, so here we go. You ready?
I'm watching while you talk.
You ready?
Right.
Here it comes. Okay, so Bob Chapek told us in the IAPA breakfast Wednesday morning, we got actually a look at the new coaster for Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, the Guardians coaster is going to be, I have to write this down, I have like pages, you guys. Okay, it's going to be the largest indoor roller coaster in the world. It is going to be big enough to fit 4 spaceship Earths inside of it.
That's huge.
That's huge. And for those who like simple Disney lingo, the golf ball at Epcot, that 4 of them are going to fit.
Or the globe inside the ride.
So 4 of those. They said it was the largest concrete pour ever in Disney history for an attraction. So this coaster is going to be enormous. And it is actually going to be not your typical roller coaster. They're calling it a story coaster. So the cart itself is going to turn like this. So you're going to see things passing you by as you're going, but you're also going to be turned towards things that are pivotal in the story. If you go to Universal and like Gringotts, Escape from Gringotts, there you are on a coaster, but you're also turning to see parts of the story.
And they kind of do the same thing with Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion turns you where they want you to view.
But this is going to be faster.
So this is going to be faster, but it's the same concept. But they're going to point you where they want you to see the story as you're going by.
Yes. So a story coaster is what they're calling it.
Many stories. Coaster.
And it's going to be the largest, longest indoor coaster in the world. Now,
originally it wasn't going to be the longest. I know
No.
it's been changed because originally they said it was going to be like the second or third, but obviously it's been upgraded, which I'm excited about because it's Guardians.
Right.
And it got to be big because they're the Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, the galaxy is huge, so it's got to be a big ride for the galaxy.
So.
Might be.
Okay, so that's what we got about Guardians of the Galaxy coaster. And as we get more information on that, we'll put it out. But I just wanted to tell you what I was able to see, and it was really cool. I got to see the test track of, no pun intended, because it's Epcot. Get it? Get what I did there?
And it's not far from test track.
That's right. But anyway, so I got to see the test run of how it's going to work, and it's super cool, you guys. It's going to be super exciting. Okay, so next.
No video cameras were allowed in there.
Yeah. Okay, so next. Now this is weird. It's interesting, but it's weird.
Think Terminator.
Yeah, think like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Okay, so for Galaxy's Edge, there are new audio animatronics coming called the A1000. Now this is audio animatronics to like the next level. They are going to be, they're called Stunttronics, and they are high tech. They can move, they can jump, they can do acrobatics, they can fly. It is the weirdest thing.
Cyberdyne.
It is weird. Oh my god! And it was crazy to see. They were showing these animatronics, these Stunttronics, doing like backflips in the air. They looked like gymnasts. And I don't know what the heck they're going to do with those in Galaxy's Edge, but they are going to be the most high-tech audio animatronics that they've ever built. And they're going to be in Galaxy's Edge.
Which I think months ago I had saw a video, I don't know if it was in my Facebook feed or what, but it was of stunt robots basically being able to do a backflip or a front flip and move and walk. And I said to her, I said, look how freaky this is. This is scary. And now Disney's actually developing it. I still think it's scary. I mean, just that we can actually take a robot and make it do those things. What's the next step is always my fear, but
it reminded me, okay, Corey said people haven't watched Terminator. I don't remember what Terminator it was. Maybe it was 2. The one with Robert Patrick, where he was the cop, and he kept melting and then coming back.
Because he was liquid metal, yeah.
But he was like looked like a robot, like skeleton underneath. That's what these things look like. They have eyes that turn and focus on things.
And they can put a skin coat over them to make them look like.
Yes, they're gonna look like people. They're gonna look like
the T1000. That's what it was called. It's called the T1000.
Okay, well these are A1000.
Yeah, that's. That's so the end is on its way.
All right, so we warned you first. You know, and I had like some people were this kind of like tipped off a conversation of sorts. You know, like how much is too much as far as technology? When you have these robots that can jump and fly and follow you and move and think, I mean...
Well, AI is one of the scariest things. I mean, if you talk to any of the intellectuals in the world who are masters of technology, they all agree that AI is not what we should be going towards.
Well,
that AI would not agree with the way we do things on Earth, and they would destroy us just because they feel it's the worst thing for us.
yeah, this is like a sci-fi movie waiting to happen.
So
I think it's very neat when they showed these things jumping through the air. I think almost everybody in the room, like their chins hit the table because it's something that you'd see in a movie, not that you would see in real life.
It's fascinating and it's cool. It's just like, where's it going to stop? Because, okay, now they're doing a flip today. Well, in 10 years from now, are they carrying a gun on a battlefield as a military?
Yeah.
And then you don't care how many of them you throw at somebody because they're robots. And to me, AI scares me to death. And being a tech guy in the tech field for 20 plus years, I'm fearful of AI.
Okay, well, let's not get into
So let's not get into that
stuff.
today.
It's really weird, but I guess it's going to be really cool. So we'll just.
Joe wants to know if they count towards attendance counts in the park.
I don't think so. I think you're good.
We had to shut down 5 robots, so we let 5 more people in.
Yeah, but you're going to see robots flipping through the air like gymnasts. I mean, where else can you see that?
If they're a robot like R2-D2, that would be cool if he can fly and do all that kind of stuff.
Like, where else are you going to see that sort of thing? Yeah, well, okay, never mind. We'll go back to Star Wars because I got more coming up for that as well. All right, so so from what we can tell so far, Galaxy's Edge is going to be extremely high tech.
Which we kind of knew it was because they said it's going to even blow Pandora away.
Well, Pandora, meh. No, I know. You know what? I liked it, but now seeing what's coming now, you know.
And that was the word we had heard when Pandora announced or came out and opened. They said that Star Wars was going to blow that off the map.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's looking like it's going to.
It's going to be crazy. So, okay, next. So,
Erica said, I didn't say it, but Erica said something about, but they get rid of push. They get rid of push, but they're bringing these.
Okay, so like push was like, a lot easier, and people thought that was impressive, and it was just a guy with a remote control.
Standing 10 feet away talking to him.
Push didn't flip, though.
He could open his little door.
Yes. Okay, so, all right, so the A1000, watch for it next year, so we can all be scared together. Terminator.
I'm not going. I'll be at Guardians at Epcot.
Yeah, there's no flipping robots in Guardians.
Well, everybody's at Star Wars land. I'll be at Guardians.
Yeah, there's no flipping robots there. So, all right. Anyway, we're gonna venture off the Disney path for just a second. So Wednesday night, we went to ICE at the Gaylord Palms.
And this was our 5th ICE event.
Yes.
5 years in a row. They've had us out. The event has gotten better since we've even been going.
Yeah.
The shows, and what they do is if you've never been to ICE, it is a huge venue that they come in there with literally blocks of ice, thousands and thousands of pounds of ice, and they carve it out to fit the theme of whatever that theme is.
Yeah.
So we've seen the Nutcracker, we've seen
Charlie Brown
Christmas, we've seen Christmas Around the World. Was there another one in there? Or was it? No, it was 2 of the Nutcracker, yep. This year, though, everybody's favorite Christmas movie, A Christmas Story, was the theme, and they just outdid themselves.
They really did.
They did. It's amazing.
I don't know if you guys watched the video that I posted from our YouTube channel, and I wrote about it last week, but again, Facebook isn't so nice and people don't always see the stuff that we post, but there is video there. So what you do, in case those of you that aren't familiar, they give you like a parka, because it's like 7 degrees in there, which is like Michigan winter, so we're fine.
We're fine. But yeah, everybody gets a parka, so everybody matches when you go through.
Everybody's got a blue parka. So, you start, as soon as you walk in the exhibit, you see A Christmas Story carved in ice over here, and then you look to the right, and it's the house from the movie with the leg lamp in the window.
Built to scale.
Built to scale in ice.
A full size, because the boys actually were able to go up on the porch.
They went up on the porch.
And stand there. They're standing on ice in the porch. In the driveway is the car that they had in the movie.
Yes.
Built out of ice. Everything, just what these guys can do, and they're from China, I believe. They fly them in, the ice sculptors.
Maybe.
They are absolutely amazing. These guys, and I know they spend weeks and weeks getting ready for this event.
Yeah.
And it is just, this is the one that I was like, wow, I really want to go back.
Yeah, you know what? And I thought Charlie Brown Christmas was really good, But what they did with the Christmas Story, they had almost like every scene from the movie. There was the kid with his tongue stuck to the pole. There was
and they had little quotes about that.
Yeah, they
scene.
had quotes in the scene. They had when Randy's under the sink and he said, "Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie." They had him like under the
and they
sink.
recreated the kitchen. Which,
The
if you watch the
kitchen.
video, you can actually see the dad is sitting there reading the newspaper. Ralphie's sitting next to him, and Randy's under the sink, and Mom is handing Randy his milk.
Milk or so, yeah, under the sink, yeah.
There's the soap scene where Ralphie's sitting there with soap on
With
his
the
mouth
soap in
the
his mouth,
bathroom.
and the mom's on the phone.
Scott Farkas about to beat up.
No, it was after
he got beat up.
beat
But
him
there was
up.
the first scene where they see them coming at them, where Randy can't put his arms down. And
Yeah,
then,
they have that too.
And then you see Scott Farkas laying on the ground after Ralphie just beat him up.
Right, and then at the end they have the scene where at the Chinese restaurant where they cut the duck's head off. They had everything.
It's actually on the table, and the line in there says he's smiling
But he's
at me.
smiling at me. They have that too.
It is awesome. You're only in there 10 minutes. I mean, I walked slow because I was taping it, but you're only in there 10 minutes. So it's like, you want to kind of get through there as quickly as you can, but I couldn't stop. I wanted to go back and videotape it again just because I enjoyed it that much.
It was really good. Even if it's not your most favorite, yes, I agree. Christmas Vacation,
That would be
I
great.
love that one too. It would be awesome if they did Christmas Vacation. So if you're watching people over at Gaylor Palms, Christmas Vacation would be a great idea.
Yeah, great one. But
Great.
It was awesome they had us out. They also, before they let us go into ice, they do have a show, Cirque Dreams, which is kind of a Cirque du Soleil type little performance you see before.
Yep.
And then with music and all kinds of things. Then they do a Christmas tree lighting in their atrium.
It's really a nice evening out
It is.
if you're looking. And Gaylor Palms is right off of World Drive and Osceola Parkway. It is right off Disney property.
It's minutes from Disney property if you're not
Yes.
familiar with where it is. You can be at Disney 5 minutes after that. And they're actually, it's a Marriott resort. It's very nice, very well kept. I've always enjoyed going there.
Do they have the ice slide? Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
It's the scene where Ralphie goes to see Santa.
Yeah, they have it.
Just like when they're in the mall in the movie, Santa's way up. He's like 2 stories up.
You see Santa and you see the elves with their hats with the ball. They have the balls hanging in front. And
I can just see, when I looked at them, I was like, they got attitude. Because
Yes.
I was just thinking like that.
They have it, and you can go down the ice slide.
Yes.
That is even better. As far as pricing goes, you can go to look up Gaylor Palms. I'm not sure it's individually priced for the different exhibits.
Yeah, that is the one thing about it, is that I know this year though, I think they have different levels of passes to where you can buy like their platinum pass, and it gives you the entire, because they have the not only the ice slides inside there, but they also have snow tubing outside of there.
Yeah, and they have you're tubing, but you're not really tubing in snow.
No.
And then they have like these little buckets of snow that you can like throw snow at each other, I guess. See, like we're from the north, so we're used to throwing snow at each other.
But they also have, you can meet Santa Claus in certain.
Have cookies with Mrs. Claus.
Cookies and singing with Mrs. Claus. They have characters walking around, gingerbread man, things like that. Elves are walking around. They have lots of merchandise, lots of Christmas Story merchandise this year.
If you love A Christmas Story, there was leg lamps everywhere. There was Ralphie stuff everywhere. Highly recommend it. It was really great.
Definitely. And Janelle just said she found coupons online. So yeah, if you are going, just look up online, try to find the coupons. But this year, I think of the 5 years we've been, hands down the best one yet. We kept telling the staff that over and over.
Yeah, we're like, this is the best one you've ever done.
Yeah.
So if you like the movie, if you love the movie, or just even you sort of like the movie, it's impressive. It is very impressive. And they have the music from different scenes of the movie playing as you walk through the scenes. Highly recommended.
Highly recommended. Thank you, Gaylor Palms, for having us out again this year.
Yes, we loved it.
You guys did outdo yourselves this year. I don't know how you're going to top it next year, but they already said next year will be a new theme.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation would be
You
great.
heard it here first, folks. Maybe. Now, if it is next year Christmas Vacation, I would just die.
Thank you. Okay, what do you guys want next year?
Thank you. Okay, so
I thought if they did Frosty, it'd be funny because they can't really melt him in there.
That's true.
Yeah. They do that.
All right.
Anyway.
Okay, so let's go back to Disney, shall we?
Actually, Corey just asked anybody shoot their eye. That's one of the scenes. They actually have the little bullseye set up on the middle sign. Ralphie's sitting across from it.
It says, "Oh my gosh, it shot my
eye out."
Yeah.
Then you see the Bumpus's hounds tearing apart the turkey.
You see the dogs. They have the dogs.
They carved the dogs out of ice, and then the dad is on the porch yelling, "Bumpus!"
Bumpuses. Yes. Okay, so they have that too. All right, so let's
go watch our video. You can see it all.
Yeah, okay,
Corey.
so if you go to our site and you Google for Gaylord Palms, it's there. Or you go to our YouTube channel under the Main Street Mouse, and it is there as well. We have the whole walkthrough.
And we've uploaded a lot of videos this past week on our YouTube channel, so even if you're subscribed, make sure you hit the little bell to get notifications, and that way you'll get notified when we do upload a new video so you don't miss out.
Yeah, and like this, like we don't have as many live viewers tonight, and I've been hearing from our followers, readers, viewers for the past week or so that they're not even getting notifications anymore.
Even our staff.
Yeah, even our staff isn't getting notifications.
Yeah.
So I apologize, but at least people can go back and rewatch the feed when it's done.
And we have been working on technology to send out text alerts or like push notifications to your mobile phone. I showed Michelle what it looks like, and we're kind of happy with the way it's coming along. So that might be something we're going to roll out here in the next week or so.
We got to figure it out because Facebook is killing small business.
So if we push out push notifications, we will have a sign-up form on the site where your phone number will be protected. We won't sell your list or anything like that, but just be a way for you guys to sign up. You can always unsubscribe later, but be a way to get notified when we go live for this weekly show or if we put out a new video.
If there's like breaking news, like there's been so much that's come out. So. Okay, so let's go back to Disney. Okay, guess what we're here for?
Back down the street.
All right, back. Here we go. All right, so that was Wednesday. Okay, Thursday was working media night back at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So I went to the Christmas party by myself. I had a oh my gosh, cat.
The cat.
Sorry. I had usually it's Jack that makes noises.
Oh,
Where's Jack?
Jack's sleeping.
Okay. I had a handler that I met at like 2 o'clock, and they were gonna walk us through like different areas of the party that maybe we missed on family media night. So I was able to sample some of the food at the Christmas party. There was video. I did live feeds on our Facebook, so you can go back under videos here and watch that. We got to talk to Stephen Miller and see the merchandise close up. The merchandise is really cute. There's not a ton of it this year, but it's still cute. The annual pass holder shirt has Donald on it, and it's cute. Let's see what else.
Is that the one with the marching soldiers? No, toy soldiers?
Yeah, it's like got Donald with the toy soldiers.
And I think they don't do a ton of merchandise for the party this year because they did a lot of merchandise in just general for holidays. That's in the
well, plus Mickey's birthday too.
Plus Mickey's birthday, so they had so much coming out at one time. I think they just didn't want to put out everything because obviously not everything would sell if we're not.
So okay, let's what was that?
I don't know.
Sorry, our animals
Thought
are
somebody
crazy
came into
tonight.
our front door.
I know.
I know.
If you're new tonight, we have loud animals.
It's one of those A1000 robots walking in. You were talking about us.
Okay, so let's talk truth, because I'll just tell you like it is. Now let's get real. Let's get real. We got to sample the holiday food. Now I'm a picky eater, so let's just throw that out there. There's a lot of things that I do not like. The holiday food was like they have like a Mickey head cookie. It looked like a sugar cookie or like shortbread or something like that. And then when you bit into it, it was gingerbread. And I spit. Ugh,
I don't like gingerbread.
I don't like gingerbread. Not with that frosting, so I didn't really care for that. Okay, so they have this Wreck-It Ralph cupcake. And my friend Sean and I were like, we needed to try this. So we were kind of like, like here, you try it. No, you try it.
Which is ironic because we shared the Halloween one with
right, that's what I told Sean. I said, we've got a habit of sharing cupcakes together. So
we can each have one, but for some reason we share.
Well, they were the mini versions at the media. You saw the big one, but they gave us little sample ones. It is a red velvet cupcake, and there was like something inside, but it was super sugary, and then it had something like peppermint in with the red velvet.
I'm intrigued.
See, you might like it.
Yeah.
I personally did not.
I'm willing to try. I'm more amped to try things, even if it doesn't sound like it would taste good. I'll try it. As long as it's not seafood, because that'll kill me. But no, I'm good.
I asked Sean what he thought, and he thought it was very, very sugary, and he couldn't eat too much of it. It'd probably make you sick. And these cupcakes are so big that they're plenty to share, and especially if you don't do well with lots of sugar, or it might make you nauseous.
She was wired that night when I picked her up. She was talking about. I go, wow, you had a lot of sugar, did you? She goes, yes.
I was like,
It was just funny. I called her out for it. I was right.
okay, Heather said it sounds gross. Thank you, Heather, because everyone thinks that I'm weird because there's certain things that I don't like. I'm basic. Obviously, I'm wearing my rose gold ears. I
On her rose gold
basic,
computer.
and I like basic things. I like chocolate with buttercream, or I like red velvet with like a vanilla or a
Cheesecake.
No, what's
That's
that
what
called?
I'm
Like the cream cheese frosting. Or a yellow cake with chocolate frosting. It was all kinds of like the peppermint and red velvet. It kind of took me back a minute. I was like, ooh, but you know they were trying to Christmas it up, so you know whatever. But anyway, if you like that sort of thing,
You gotta do what you gotta do to make
you know,
Christmas.
if you like that sort of thing,
Can't just do it with color. No, you gotta do it with the Christmas flavors.
no. So okay, so what else? What else? Okay, so they have. Okay, Corey, I hope you're listening, because. You know, at Earl of Sandwich, they have the holiday turkey sandwich, which is the turkey, the stuffing, the cranberry,
And right now they have a holiday ham sandwich as well.
do they?
Yes.
Okay, I don't eat ham, so.
I know, but I.
Okay, so they have a sandwich in Cosmic Rays that is like a holiday turkey burger.
Now, is it beef burger or turkey burger?
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Here it comes. Okay, so it is a hamburger with turkey on it, with stuffing on it, and I don't remember if there was gravy because the gravy was cold. So, and it's on Texas toast instead of a bun.
And is the turkey like turkey, like Thanksgiving turkey, or is it like lunch meat turkey? Or is it like ground turkey?
No, it was turkey. It was a burger with like slabs of turkey on it. And it sounded good. See, now, in all fairness...
I'm intrigued because we haven't had dinner yet.
In all fairness, by the time that Sean and I got over to the media thing, like, the gravy was cold. But, I mean, it was okay. I mean, I might try it again if it was hot. And then they have, it's a poutine hot dog.
Oh, like Casey's.
Yeah, it had like little like chunks of cheese on it with gravy and like one French fry slapped in the middle. But it was cold too, so I didn't eat it.
And for those who haven't known, Casey's every month has done a different hot dog of the month. So the 12 days up till Christmas, they're actually going to do each hot dog again. So each day, so like the 12th day out will be the January hot dog, February 11th, and that's how they're going to march out. So
Yeah.
if you're going to be at Casey's on any of those days, you can get one of the dogs that was special.
Right, but I will say, you know, in all fairness, when you're at these media events, you know, they have everything on the table for us, and they have like the desserts over here, and then they have the hot food over here, and then it doesn't stay hot. So maybe it was our fault for not getting there quicker. We were lollygagging, I fully admit. So by the time we got there, then I don't know. Yeah, and there was like a chocolate like roll that had some sort of spice in it. I didn't try that.
Chocolate roll?
I don't know, like a what do you call those? Like a cake roll?
Oh, okay.
Like a cake roll thing. And then they have nachos. They have like nachos with holiday colored chips.
Okay.
Which you'd like that.
It's just chips.
But still, it's festive chips.
Nacho chips.
It's festive chips. Okay, so please.
Everybody wants festive chips.
Okay, so please don't think I'm being harsh. I've been working for 5 days straight and I'm tired. So, but I think if you have the food hot, it would taste better. Is all I'm
So
saying.
here we go. Gillard Palms, thank you. Food at Disney's party.
If you like peppermint, red velvet, stuff like that, then you'll love it.
It's the holidays.
Or if you like turkey on your burger, but it's not a turkey burger.
Never had turkey on the burger.
It's not a turkey burger. It's
I don't know.
confusing. So anyway, so there's that.
Have cranberry sauce?
I don't remember.
It needs cranberry mayo or something.
It might.
It's better.
I like the one at Earl Sandwich better.
Well, Corey's the one that says it's blasphemy if you.
If you go to Earl Sandwich, you don't get the holiday turkey sandwich. It's blasphemy according to Corey because it's like you have to get that one.
He sat right next to me last time we were there while I ate the Italian sandwich.
And you know what's funny is that now I get the holiday sandwich too, and I'm like
Every
if I'm gonna
time.
be here, if I'm not trying to be good and have a salad, I'll get the turkey sandwich. Okay, so.
I just get whatever. I'm hungry.
Okay, so, all right, so let's talk about something new.
New?
I got to try something new.
Dun dun dun.
So, after all the media stuff, we had a wristband to go try out. I gotta make sure I say it right. Tony's Most Merriest Town Square Party. Have you guys heard of this?
That is a mouthful.
Tony's Most Merriest Town Square Party.
And where does that take place at?
At Tony's in the front of the park.
Wow.
Wow.
Great naming convention.
I know. So has anybody heard of this? I know I put it out like 2 weeks ago, but Facebook. So what?
Facebook, me.
Yeah. So what that is there is it's a party. Well, yeah, I guess it's a party. Later in the evening, it starts like at 9:30, and they have like it's at Tony's, up in the front, and they have
Next where you can meet Jack.
You can sit like on their patio.
The porch. It's the porch, isn't it?
Yeah. It gives you better viewing for the parade. It gives you yeah, he is Tony sometimes. Not the night I was there though, Michelle. Sorry, I'm getting squirrel distraction. Okay, I'm not gonna look right now. Okay, so you get priority seating for the parade, and then if you have that wristband on, you get to go and you have better seating for the or a better viewing area for the fireworks. It's part of that. So what do you get at Tony's Most Merriest Town Square Party?
At Tony's restaurant.
At Tony's restaurant, you get they have like a little buffet set up. You get like mini calzones.
Calzones, what you said.
Like mini calzones. They had deep fried artichoke if you like that sort of thing. They had meatballs.
Did you say they had little pizza?
They did have cheese pizza. That's what I had because I'm again picky eater. They had some like cheese and stuff over on the side, and
like
then they had
kind
of like antipasta, and then they had desserts. They had like mini pumpkin cheesecake. They had tiramisu. They had mini cannoli, some sort of like little brownie things. So to me, the desserts were better than the actual food. No, I come from an Italian family. I'm very Italian critical when it comes to food. But the calzones, because I'm picky, like the calzones, there was like beef in one of them, and in the other one he had like a smoky chicken.
I wonder if they were strombolis and not calzones.
It's a mini calzone.
Oh, okay.
So, and then they have Tony walking around, and he's singing Bella Notte, of course, and sometimes it is Ben from Frozen, and our night it was not. So you can, they have drinks. You can go up and get wine. You can get, Coke, Diet Coke, whatever, water, and it's as much as you want. Same thing with the food. And then if you leave, I think that the cast member said you have till midnight to come back.
Wow.
So you have like a 2-hour window. Like let's say, you go and you have your food, but then you want to leave and go to the fireworks. Everybody knows that it's a madhouse after the fireworks. Everybody's trying to get out of there, and it's awful to get to the monorail.
So you can sit there and have a snack while all the people run out.
So you can sit and have a snack and have some more dessert as the herds of people are leaving the Magic Kingdom.
Sit there and eat popcorn and wait for somebody to lose it.
No, there's no popcorn there. So, but you can have
cheese.
You can have cheese. And did I mention they have wine? They have wine.
And cheese.
And yes, it is a ticketed event, Tracy. If you Google or if you look on our site, I know I have it. We wrote it, but it is separate ticket, and you do have to have a wristband, and they do check. I mean, I was with the media group, and they still check for wristbands as you walked in and out. So, I mean, if you want to do something like that towards the end of your evening, I mean, it might be a good thing to do.
And actually, it says it's from 9:30 to 12:30.
Okay, 9:30 to 12:30. I thought it was around midnight. So then there's that. And this is new this year. So, and I think if it does well, they'll keep it.
The price is $99
Oh,
per person.
$99, people.
That's $33 an hour.
You have to break it down like that. You better eat a whole lot of mini calzones.
I would have to eat the entire buffet. I just paid $100 to go to the party and then another $100 for food. There is no way on earth. Sorry. I'm being critical, but there is no way.
No, it's funny though, because if you're gonna spend that kind of money, I'm just gonna sit and graze for 2.5 hours.
No, but then I'm gonna miss the party. However, The Christmas party, there's not as much to do as there is the Halloween party.
There isn't.
Which, in the Christmas party, costs more right from the get.
It does.
Where the Halloween party, the price staggers. Like, early on it's cheaper, later on, of course, it goes up. But the Christmas party, I think, is consistently the same price for the entire season. And Halloween, Halloween's a better party to me.
It is, and you're right. Okay, she said if it's, okay, so James said if it's unlimited wine and you're not driving, it would be worth it. I'm with you. I'm with you there.
How much wine are you going to drink for $100?
Hey, for $100, we're going to have lots of wine.
You better drink at least 15
Lots
glasses.
of cannoli. Right? I'm just saying.
She'd fall off the boat on the way back to the parking lot.
I would not. Okay, and it does take away from party time. So, you know, you only have so many hours during the party, and you spend a lot of money to go to the party. So I guess it just depends on how you want to.
It really comes down to what you want to do. I mean, if you're okay just going to watch the fireworks and the parade, and you don't really care about the other stuff that's going on, because really the rest of character meets and the snacks that are around the park, and the dance parties.
Right.
I mean, there's really not much more to it.
If you catch the early parade, then you're good. But fireworks is only one time.
Right.
So you have to leave Tony's, put your calzones down, go watch the fireworks.
Or take them with you.
Or take them with you.
You take Ziploc bags with you. You take them.
Put them in your pocket.
and you need to make sure you see the stage show. Because nothing beats seeing Clarabelle sing Mariah Carey hits. I'm sorry, that is the best thing on earth.
It's really not.
It is so, I just think it's funny they use a cow to represent Mariah Carey singing.
Oh my god. Okay, that's not very nice at all.
I don't like Mariah Carey.
Oh, shh.
I know. She's not going to come on the show. She won't even know this is on.
We get an email tomorrow.
Bring it. Send me. You know what? If she sees this and nobody else did, I'll take it.
Exactly. There's no such thing as bad press, right?
That's right. Because she's had a buttload of it. Do you remember New Year's Eve?
I do. Oh my god.
She stopped singing, but the track didn't.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, they kind of compare her to a cow at the Christmas party.
Singing her hit that Disney obviously must own the rights to the song, because there is no way on earth.
I'd be a tiny bit offended.
I don't think Mariah Carey would have said, yeah, go ahead and use my song.
Use my song and make me a cow. No woman wants to be compared to a cow. I don't care.
That's why I say Disney must have said, you know what? She was here 4 years ago and she was mean. Let's have fun with this.
Oh my god.
Look, everybody's on my side. They're all laughing. I'm going to stop. Thank you.
Everybody, okay.
All she wants for Christmas is a cow singing in her place. Being pushed by reindeer. They have nice little silver vests on.
Okay, the reindeer are cute. So
that show won awards, actually. We found that out at Christmas in July.
They're putting cow emojis.
All I want for Christmas is moo.
I'm so sorry.
Bring it, Mariah.
Okay, so
my diva.
If anybody's new, I hope you come back next time. Apologize in advance.
I'll find somebody else to offend next week. Bring it. Oh, we're not gonna be on next week. Okay.
Everybody's putting moo. See what you started. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Look at that. James just said that cousin's husband used to work for Mariah and she doesn't like to pay.
Oh, interesting.
And I heard that she doesn't sing a lot of the stuff that goes on her tracks either, that she has singers
okay,
who
I
sing
don't want
it.
to, no. We're not going to slander people. Okay, but...
It'll get us views.
Okay. But a cow does sing Mariah Carey's Christmas song. Just going to leave it at that.
Better than Mariah Carey.
Oh.
I heard Michael
I don't
Bublé
like...
sing.
Okay, truth be told, I like that Christmas song. And I know you don't.
I like Michael Bublé's version. I like Claire Bacall's version.
I love Michael Bublé's version of anything. He makes everything sound better.
He could sing Happy Birthday and be the best.
Oh, that would be the best Happy Birthday. Really. Yeah, but anyway,
he's coming in concert 3 days after your birthday.
Is he?
The Amway.
Okay. Anyway, welcome, new people. So, I lost my flippin' train of thought. Okay, cows. All right, so, but
Claire Bacall.
She sounds moo-ish when she sings.
That's a good idea, Eric.
It's moo-ish. Joe said any moo.
She does. She uses the moo when she says you. I do.
All I want for Christmas is moo. Now, if somebody comes to the meetup and wears that shirt, you get a prize automatically. You make a shirt like that, you get a prize.
We will find you a prize.
We will find you a
if
prize.
I don't have anything, I will go buy something and give it to you.
Because
that's awesome.
that means that you watch this silly show and you deserve a prize for doing that.
That would be hilarious.
That would be flipping hilarious.
We should have buttons made up.
All I want for Christmas.
Because if we all go to...
But then people that don't watch the show wouldn't know that what we're talking about.
That's fine.
They'd be like, they're crazy.
Go watch the show. Go watch the replay.
Go watch
YouTube.
the show.
Watch show number 32 on YouTube. And they're going to be like, wow, they give you guys 32 shows.
So Perkins is going to do it. Okay, so, and we're going from,
Christmas party on...
Yeah, well, no. I'm talking about the meetup day is for the Festival of the Holidays is at Epcot. So even though there's no singing cows there, it's still a Christmas party.
We should petition Claire Cow to come hang out with us. She's not working on Saturday. Party's on Sunday.
Okay. Anyway, so okay, let's stop talking about cows for a minute. I'm gonna bring it up again later for a different reason though. So you might want to.
A cow?
Yes.
I mean, I'm intrigued now.
I know, aren't you? Okay, we gotta start talking about cows because it's getting late and I got more to tell you.
Go.
Okay, ready? Let's move on. Let's move on.
You said no more cow talk.
Let's move. Okay, sorry. All right.
First you talk about the beef hamburger, and then you talk about Clarabelle. Everything's cows.
Sorry. Okay. Anyway. All right.
Cows.
Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Can't help yourself, can you? Anyway, the next day. The next day she had gotten an email a few days before that we weren't allowed to speak about at the time. But we had already known that Good Morning America was going to be at the Magic Kingdom on Friday for Mickey's 90th birthday. And Michelle was one of the few invited people to be there when Mickey was going to be celebrated before the park was open, correct?
Yeah.
So she had to leave the party, which ends at 12, come home, sleep, and be back and be back to the Magic Kingdom by, you had to be there at 7.
Yeah.
So that meant she was up at like 5:30 to get there in time, and it was
Plenty
cold.
of sleep.
And it was cold that day.
It was actually cold here Friday morning. It was in the 40s. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to, I knew we were going to have to be outside. So I was trying to find like something warm to wear because we didn't know how long we'd be standing. And I've been to TV shoots before, like for the party, for the chew, for the parade. I've been to these things before, and I know how it works. It's a lot of standing around.
Waiting. And
used a lot of standing around waiting. So I knew it was going to be chilly. So,
fortunately for her, Good Morning America ends at 9, so she knew by 9 o'clock.
Yeah. So they had some technical difficulties. Like, there was shots that I was standing like right on next to one of the hosts that was there. And then like I was messaging Scott at home. I'm like, okay, so I'm wearing my white jacket. I'm to the, the guys left, whatever.
She's like, we just filmed the bit. Did you see it?
Did you see it?
I'm like, no, it's a commercial. And then she come back. She goes, okay, we just did another one. Did you see that one? I'm like, they're talking about American Idol. I mean, they kept talking about something else, and none of the bits were coming through. They went to go live at Disney at one time, and the whole camera feed just dropped.
Okay. Melody said this show is utterly her favorite of all time. It's very moving.
That's good, Melody. I'll give
Y'all are my people. I'm so glad you put up with me. Thank you. Okay. Okay, back to Good Morning America.
GMA. Robin Roberts.
So, but she was in New York.
Strahan.
They kept saying back to Robin in New York, which was kind of cool. I wish I could have said that. Back to Robin in New York. No, okay.
We've seen her at the Magic Kingdom though for parade taping.
We have. Okay, so since I was invited to this, we could hear chatter, and it wasn't just teeth chatter because it was cold. They let the media go like around everybody, and you know what? I had a moment that I don't usually try to claim my spot in anything, but I had a moment that I'm like, you know what? I was asked to be here. So I stood myself front and center in front of the castle, and I didn't move.
Little kids were crying. She said, get out of me.
No, there was no kids. It was media. So I stood my ground. because I knew, because I had heard that there were 90 characters coming on stage, and I didn't want to miss that.
They said it on Good Morning America. Remember, I sent you a message that said
like 90.
They just said 90 characters on stage. Be ready.
So I stood there, cold, didn't care, front and center, you guys, in front of the castle,
Feet hurting.
right in the middle, and I was not about to move. So I started my live feed too early. That's the only thing I screwed up on. But I didn't really screw up because when they're doing a TV production, they start and they stop and they start and they stop. And
it'd be too much for her to start it every time.
So because they kept saying, okay, 2 minutes, and all these things, and then like for some reason 2 minutes turned into 10. But so that's why it's on our YouTube channel. I condensed it to just the 2 minutes. Right. So the whole concept was Minnie had a special surprise for Mickey, and the new birthday song started playing, and the castle doors open, and you see 90 characters.
Every character you can imagine.
Like overwhelming, and I started because I'm a Disney crier, and I'm like, don't do it because I don't want to like sniff and like cry on a live feed. I was so glad I didn't move. I'm so glad that I stood my ground and stayed front and center, because according to you, I got a better video than Good Morning America did.
Well, she did. I told her, I said the one thing that Good Morning America really kind of dropped the ball on is that the fairy godmother came out in the
she was up in the balcony
area.
And the fairy godmother
Good Morning
was up
America,
there.
you didn't see that. They were too busy. Like it looks like they had a camera where the characters were walking past them, but you really didn't see. It was only like one side you saw them passing.
The characters came walking down the side of the castle, and then we're up in the front. If you missed this video, please go back to our Facebook or go to our YouTube and watch it. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And to be there to catch it,
with a small group of people before the park's even open.
Yeah. I will never, ever, ever forget that. That was like a defining moment that I'll never forget. Seriously. Mickey's 90th birthday weekend, and I got to be there to record with Good Morning America. Now, that's something that is beyond.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but it got better. So.
Corey said Clara said hey to us.
Hey,
that's not Clara Cow.
Not the cow. That's Clara Bell.
Yeah, Clara Bell.
No, Clara.
I know, but I'm telling people who don't know that, who hear us talking about Clara Bell.
Anyway, so the production crew said, I need everybody in the media, when I say move, to move. Move.
Move now. Actually, that was on your live video.
Yeah, on the live video, they wanted us to move. Now, they said that any media...
Michelle said, do you know who I am? I'm not moving.
I'm not moving. No, I didn't.
This is my spot.
Okay, so we had to have the media wristbands on. And they said if you had a silver Mickey head on your band, then you didn't have to move. And I look at my band, and I had a silver Mickey head. So I didn't move. So they took us over to the side, and I met my Disney rep, and she's like, I got a surprise. So they took us back around the hub, and Bob Chapek was recording a segment for Good Morning America talking about the Share Your Ears campaign.
And he was talking to Robin Roberts live.
Yeah, he was talking to Robin Roberts, in New York.
Because she had said that ABC, Disney being the parent company of everything they all...
Yeah, so they were talking about Share Your Ears. They were talking about Mickey's 90th birthday celebration. They were talking about all those things. And my Disney rep said that you're going to get to meet him. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? And she's like, well, I'm going to introduce. There was only a handful of us. There was like a couple of different people there with me. And she's like, no, you guys are, your media, you count, I've been fighting to make sure that you get the recognition you deserve. So he was filming when he was done with Robin Roberts. He had come over to us. Now, mind you, I just had breakfast with him. Not with him, but he was a speaker.
He was on stage. He was
on stage. So I could feel my heart, like, oh my God, please don't say something stupid, I was just like, please don't say something dumb.
Solidify your career with Disney in the future.
Yeah. So Jody, our rep, was going to introduce us, but he ended up coming over introducing himself. And he shook my hand, and I just said, I'm Michelle Atwood with the Main Street Mouse. It's an honor to meet you. And he said, thank you for your contributions. And I was like, oh my God. So I'm like, hold it together, girl, and cry. So then Mickey and Minnie are standing there in their birthday costumes. They have like I don't know, I'll show you. They have their new outfits that were designed for the birthday year. It looks like confetti.
White clothes with confetti all over it.
So they're standing over there, and they're like, how about a picture with Bob Chapek and Mickey and Minnie in their new outfits? And I was like, this is such a big deal for me. It is such a big deal for me. So I took the picture, super cheesy grin, because it was such a pivotal moment for me. And I walked back over to my Disney rep, and I put my head on her shoulder, and I cried. And I cried pretty good. And she's like, you've earned this. You deserve this. You know, I'm happy. You know, I'm going to cry again. It was so amazing, you guys. You know, when you work as hard as you do, and you get that little bit, or a lot of it, of recognition, there isn't anything better. There just isn't anything better. I put that picture everywhere because I was just so proud of the fact that I was one of the few that got to, you know, be up there with the chairman of Disney Parks. I mean, I'm just a small part of Disney.
And
you know?
Jody she's amazing, actually. Jody Bennett, if you ever hear us talk about her, she's just, her and her team, before Jody took over the social media influencers and things like that, there was so little recognition given to those people who were doing the jobs.
Then you're in the trenches and
you're
covering
in the trenches. You're trying to cover things. You're getting up early. It's a job in the sense of this is how I earn my living, but it's a lot of work actually. A lot of people I don't think realize that unless you're doing it, because we didn't realize it when we lived in Michigan.
It's a lot of work.
And Jody came in and Jody said, no, these people matter. These are the people who are really getting our information out there better than we can. And we need to recognize them and realize that they're the ones who help us, even though we don't pay them, we don't give them anything, we don't do anything for them, but they're doing this because they just love Disney. And Michelle even told me the story that one of the reps said something to Jody about Michelle being upset. Emotional. And Jody said, you don't understand, because for her, she gave up everything in Michigan to move here to follow this dream. So to her, it's not just a job, it's a dream come true to be able to do these things. And she killed it this weekend. I mean, I know she's not done yet, but she really blew it out of the water this weekend. I mean, 5 straight days, because if you count IAPA, she'd come home, I'd get her something to eat, she'd lay on the couch, 10 minutes later she's asleep, I'd get her up, put her in the bed, and the next day she'd get up early and she was getting dressed again. So I'm so proud of her, because honestly, the way she did it this weekend, the way she didn't stop, the way she never said no, she just kept going, and she'd be like, okay, I'll be done at 3, and at 7 she'd be like, okay, come pick me up. I'm like, what happened to 3? It's 7. But she couldn't not be there to do that. But she does that for you guys. I mean, Disney wasn't paying her to be there. She wasn't given anything. It was simply to cover it because you guys give her so much gratitude back for how she does it. And that's why she does it. And it's not because of any other reason. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make you cry. Okay, let's move on to something else. But I just wanted to say that. I just want to let you know that she really busts her butt, honestly, to do these things. And this was huge. Meeting Bob it's one of my dreams, too. So, I mean, the fact that she got to do that, that's awesome, because now she can introduce me to him. But no, anyway, she killed it. She did a great job. I wanted her to know that.
He hasn't said that. That's so nice. Thank you.
I was waiting till the night.
So yeah, it's a labor of love, you guys. You know, I still, like, I saw Jody, my rep, the next day, and she's like, you were so cute. She's like, I was so happy for you. And I said, Jody, I was a little bit embarrassed. I said, I didn't mean to cry. And she's like, I said, sometimes I don't know why me. And she just looked me straight in the face and she said, you've earned this. You deserve to be here, and don't you ever forget that. And I won't ever forget her saying that to me, because it means everything. It means everything that the work that you do gets recognized.
And like I said, Jody means the world to us. I mean, not because she gets us to these things, not because she invites us.
Because she believed in us enough to give me a chance.
She became a work contact for us, but she actually became a friend through that. And we talked to Jody about other stuff, and it's wonderful. And her team is fantastic. Every member of the team
Disney has
we
been
love.
wonderful to me, and I can't say enough good things. They actually gave me a chance. And being a woman in this field, when people come to you year after year up until recently, what site do you work for, Michelle? Who do you work for? Who are you doing the running for?
Because a lot of these sites are people who work for the person that we see there at the media events. And not taking anything away from them. They're doing a fantastic job and they're covering it. But a lot of times you don't see the owner of the site out there covering these things.
Especially a female, I'm just going to say it. And when I say I own it, they look surprised. So it's an accomplishment. And I am proud. Do I feel like I deserve to be there? I'm not quite there yet, because it's very humbling, and it's very, I appreciate it so much, and I never want to take any of those things for granted. I was exhausted after this weekend with 5 days of coverage, but you know what? It's a good tired. It's a,
She never complained about having to do the next day. I mean, the next day was getting up. You're going to hear in a minute because we got to get rolling here. But Destination D started early every day, and they went till late at night, and she just kept pushing and rolling, and they didn't get breaks. I mean, she told me, she goes, we had 10 minutes, so we ran and grabbed the sandwich and came right back because that's all we had.
Yeah.
Her and Sean,
you know what? I have a couple of people that were with me, like my convention buddies. I'm going to get to Destination D really quick. I'm going to stop crying and talk about other things. But just know that everything that I do is to give you guys the magic if you can't be here to get it yourself. Because when I lived in Michigan, there was years that I couldn't come here, and my heart yearned to be at my happy place, and we just couldn't do it.
And that's the one philosophy we've used when running the site, and I've said this to our staff before, that we need to treat each one of you the way Disney would treat you as a guest of theirs. And that's why I don't accept that if they tell you to look up something. I don't accept that they tell you guys to do something. It's like, we're Disney for the people who can't get to Disney. We're their only way to get the magic right now. And you need to treat them like you would if you worked at Disney.
That's why we made a lot of changes in the past year when it comes to how we run things and our staff and such, because we don't want to lose the magic. We want to bring it to you if you can't get to it. We are your link to all things Mickey and magic and happiness, and it makes me happy when you guys are happy. So being tired and doing the legwork and doing all those things, that's what it's about, you guys. It's about you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than Scott. It's bigger than our people that help us, that put up with me when I'm crabby and tired and frustrated.
And I'll say, since we've started this and moving here, we have met some incredible people who are in the business, I guess, work for Disney, high up in the Disney company, people who their career is working for Disney. We met some wonderful people, but the best is all the guys who show the meetup. I mean, I love everybody at Disney who we've met, but meeting all of you guys who come to the meetup, who take time out of your day just to come spend the day with us, to me, that's awesome.
And the meetup is coming soon.
Did I mention the meetup?
December 8th. Let's go.
Let's do Destination D quick.
Destination D. I'm sorry, you guys. We're running behind. I told you it was going to be a lot tonight. And the fact that you haven't all bailed on us yet after the cow jokes.
Well, you cried. They couldn't leave.
Yeah, okay. After the cow jokes and the crying, and you're still here.
Okay, so let's roll. Let's
Destination D. Let's talk about that. That's what I was doing the rest of the weekend. So, Destination D.
Actually, one thing before you do that, you want to talk about the sync, because that was that day. The mini sync.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I had to, after the Good Morning America thing and meeting Bob Chapek and crying, I had to go back to the Contemporary to check in for media for Destination D. Destination D is D23's convention that's held here. Now, the D23 Expo is in Anaheim every other year. Destination D is here on off years, and it's just like a a very, very, very smaller version of D23. They put out, they have panelists, they have news, they have...
but much smaller than what's going to happen in Anaheim next year.
Anaheim is the big deal. This is the smaller version, and this is a different... my media people that I deal with here are not in charge of what goes on in California and runs at D23. So somebody else, it was a different list, Jeffrey out in California invited me to come and cover this. So, and I couldn't say no, because I don't say no, right? When it comes to Disney, sure, who needs sleep?
Unless we're not in the state or
yeah, so
whatever, we're there.
Okay, so Destination D, they had special merchandise. I wanted to show you for when I was talking about meeting Mickey and his birthday attire. I'll get to the sink.
Okay.
They have special merchandise, and this is what Mickey's birthday outfit looked like, in case you missed it, or if you want to go back and watch the video.
Yes. He's
wearing confetti and a confetti hat. Isn't he cute? So that was there.
Doesn't look 90, does he?
He looks great for 90. Okay, and then
good moisturizer.
After I checked in at Destination D, I don't know if you guys saw the post I put out. The kitchen sink, just for the weekend, they had Minnie's sink. I know a lot of you have the Mickey version. This was sold just for the weekend. Now, I'm betting, being that this sold so well, that they will bring Minnie's sink back as well. Now, this was the kitchen sink where it comes with 4 scoops of ice cream, topping whipped cream, cherry, and it's $16.99.
Which we've never bought the Mickey one. So.
No, but as soon as they said that this was limited edition, well, you know I don't buy it, so I did. I went over to buy it.
So now we gotta go buy the Mickey ones. We have the matching set.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it is what it is. So I'm guessing that they're gonna bring it back. If I had to guess, now nobody told me that. Totally guessing.
But I mean, it might be something they bring back for special times.
January 18th kicks off like the birthday year celebration, right, after all the Christmas stuff is over with. So I'm gonna venture a guess that they will have more special merchandise coming, because Disney's all about merchandise.
Because the 45th, or when they did the 45 years, they had stuff throughout the year that was added. So I would assume. All
right, so let's talk about the announcement from. Okay, well, hold on. I'm all.
Somebody said use it as a cereal bowl.
Cereal bowl. Yeah, okay, cereal. So anyway.
I would.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna go all over the board like usual. So let's give you the announcements. The Disney announcements were good. Bob Chapek, who I had met the day before at Good Morning America.
Actually, that was the 3rd day in a row of you with Bob Chapek.
Right? Okay, so he was the big speaker for the announcements on Saturday. His panel is at D23 Expo in Anaheim. The room that is filled with thousands of people, and they come out with the major park announcements. That's his panel. So he did this one. Yeah,
it's the panel that everybody wants to be in. I mean, it books up. You can't get in there if you don't have a.
Okay, so he did talk about what I had just said earlier that I had already heard on Wednesday about the Guardians story coaster and about the stunt animatronics. So I already knew that because I was at a different thing.
So Bob, I heard you say that.
I already heard you say that. Let's move on. No, I'm kidding. No, but everybody else was excited. I already knew what it was. So let's talk about the things that I didn't know yet. All right. I couldn't keep up. Now, mind you, they wouldn't let us do any video. We couldn't flash photography. Like, we had to listen as he was saying it, try to snap a picture, and write down the information. It was like near impossible. I was so frazzled. So I was trying to put stuff on our Twitter as quick as I could. But this is like the rundown. Stuff that he had said. He was talking about the new show that's coming after Illuminations. It's going to be, he said the concept is almost going to be kind of how Rivers of Light is, to where that they're story projections. And the concept of the new show after Illuminations is how Disney brings the world together. It doesn't matter where you live, what your language is. I don't remember what song they were playing, but the song was playing in like each verse was in a different language. So the whole thing is about just Disney and unity and how doesn't matter where you are, people love Disney everywhere. So that is kind of like the heart of what the show is going to be about. And it's going to be super high tech. We're talking like lasers, fountains, fireworks. It's going to be.
And we're still 2 years away from that show debuting.
And there's going to be a show. There's going to be a show in the middle. Do you remember like when Rivers of Light didn't come out? It wasn't ready yet, and they used Jungle Book as a filler. They have another show that's going to, like when Illuminations ends in fall of 2019, there's going to be a little filler show in the meantime.
Until they get everything worked out.
Until they get the big show done.
Yeah, it's weird because with Wishes to Happily Ever After, they just
flipped the switch, like boom.
So
this is going to be so high tech that they need time to get it all together. So I think it's going to be really cool just from the concept art that I had seen. Let's see, what else? Okay, I got a peek at the new gondolas. If you look on our Facebook page, the gondolas for the Disney Skyliner, I got to go up to one and take pictures of it. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought. It reminds me of the capsules on the Orlando Eye. It's big.
There's room.
Yes. And those are the gondolas, in case you missed it, Disney Skyliner is going to open in fall of 2019. Now, and the way that the things are going to be, go across property in a true Disney fashion, there's going to be a scenic view. There's going to be things to look at and things for guests to kind of spot as they're going, whether it be from, the studios to a resort or whatever. It's going to have a little extra magic to it. But it's going to be another year before the Skyliner is open. I
know some people had thought this year they would be up, and it's like,
no,
not yet.
Not even. You can tell that there's still a lot of work to be done. Let's see. Okay, and this is cool for my fellow people that like wearing mouse ears. Okay, so I know some of you that are watching, and I know how you are with ears like I am. And they said 2019 is going to be the year of the ears. Now, if you might need an extra storage bin for your ears, because I think I'm going to need something.
I know, I just finally built her a rack.
He built me a rack for my ears, and now we're going to need a bigger rack. So they have new ears coming out and new collaborations with different designers and celebrities. Now, they didn't say what. Now, I know that they had like the Coach collab, for purses. Kate Spade, which I have. They have the collaboration there. So I'm super excited to see what kind of ears they come out with as far as collaboration. Yeah, it's gonna be.
She can't say a word about my Funkos.
So actually, I was in a small panel with Ashley Eckstein from Her Universe, and she actually let it spill that she is one of the people that is working on a pair of ears for next year, and they are going to be Princess Leia ears. But anything else, they did not let on. So, but there's going to be all kinds of new ears coming next year, you guys, so save up.
Maybe they'll have Michelle Atwood ears.
Nobody cares about that, so I wish.
We'll create them.
Okay, so Disney, you want me to design a pair? I would do that, just putting it out there. All right, and then, let's see.
It'd be basic.
I'm guessing they'd have a little bit of a Rapunzel theme to them, if I was just going to guess.
They'd be like long braids coming off.
No, but they do need some Rapunzel ears. But
Pascal hiding behind the boat.
No. Okay, anyway, so lots of ears coming. All right, so Destination D, what else? Runaway Railway. We don't know a ton about it, but I'll tell you what I do know. This is the ride that is replacing Great Movie Ride. The carts for the ride are going to be a train. It's a locomotive, as they called it. So like the front is like a train. The back part is where guests are going to sit. The whistle that was used for the sound effects in Steamboat Willie is the same whistle that they're using in the effects for. They found it. Runaway Railway is having the same effects.
And didn't you say they're also the score is going to be written by the same person who does the Mickey Shorts?
Yes.
Scores?
Okay. So the Mickey Shorts. The concept of this ride is that the guest is actually in a Mickey Short feature. So the music, the composed music, is going to be the same thing that they use on the TV shows in the shorts. It's the same composer. Let's see. The name of the short that the guest is going through is called Perfect Picnic, and that's new. as well. So that's really all that we know about that right now. Fall 2019 for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So if more details come out for that, I will let you know. So that's kind of exciting. Let's see. I had the opportunity to sit in a very small, like a 10-person panel with some Disney animators where they were the animators of Pete's Dragon, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Disney historians. I put up a video. I got to talk to Bill Farmer, who is the voice of Goofy and Pluto. He's Disney legend, Bill Farmer. He also does the voices on Kingdom Hearts. For those of you who like the video game, my son is waiting for that one. And also, Brett Iwan is the current Mickey Mouse. He is Mickey number 4. Now, we learned that he is the 4th person in the past 90 years to play Mickey Mouse. The very first one was who?
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney. And it's very cool to see when you're sitting there talking to these people, they pop into character like that.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And there's video. Please watch it. It's worth it. And Ashley Eckstein as well. So let's see what else. New merchandise came out for Mickey's birthday. Lindsay had sent over pictures for that. The new Mickey sketch Dooney, and there's a dress that goes with it, and a magic band. And
also, just to remind you, Galaxy's Edge, they announced the 2 names of the 2 rides.
Oh, go ahead. What are they?
Yeah, the Galaxy's Edge, for those who are interested, there's going to be the 2 rides, names, attractions were announced as Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run,
yes,
and then Rise of the Resistance.
So Rise of the Resistance is going to be based around, like in the Weasley that's on the
General Hux.
Yes, General Hux. He was a Weasley though, and he says, "Bow to the First Order." Him with
remaining system. Wow.
I'm not going with voices. Just I'm not a voice actor. Him and Kylo Ren. So they have like a bad guy thing. And then the Smuggler's Run, you are actually going to fly the Millennium Falcon. So all you Star Wars people out there, you got good stuff to look forward to.
I'll be on Guardians.
And Diane, yes, all these videos are either on our Facebook page under videos or on our YouTube channel under the Main Street Mouse, the main ST Mouse.
And then they announced they announced two resort names.
Resort names, yes.
So there's Reflections, which is the one's gonna be at Wilderness Lodge, correct?
I think so.
And then there's the Riviera, which is a DVC resort that'll be opening up, which will be somewhere along the Skyline Path. Because I wonder if that's the one's gonna be at Caribbean Beach.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
There's all kinds of news that has come out now. I'm hoping that it dies down for a holiday week because I'm tired. I just hope. I know that this was a lot to throw at you guys tonight. There are recap blogs. If you go do a search on our site, all of it's there. Just go back, even if you go on our Facebook page and backpedal on the, the content. Everything for the past 5 days is there.
And just the only thing we have coming up is this week is the reason we won't be at show next Monday is one of us, I'm guessing me right now, but one of us will be at Epcot for the festival holidays, the whole media blitz for the day.
Yes.
It's a full day event, so we're not sure if she's going or if I'm going, but one of us will be there for the full day to cover that.
Yes, and speaking of the Festival of the Holidays, December 8th is our big meetup day, and it's going to be at Epcot Festival of the Holidays. There is a scavenger hunt, there will be prizes, there are all these wonderful things. The 7th is at Disney Springs, so please, if you would like to attend, please do, because we would love to see you.
And the 9th is the unofficial TMSM Christmas party.
Yeah, there's just people that are going, and we're going to try to have like a picture time.
Yes, so we're going to try to be there as well. We still have to buy tickets for that.
We hope we're going. So, all right, so that was a lot. If you stayed till the end, thank you. I know that it was a lot to throw at you, and I know that we went way over. And I just really appreciate you following everything that we do and everything, all the craziness of the past week. I know it's been a lot, but I appreciate you watching. As far as I talked before about my second book, we're almost done.
That's right. The first draft is done.
Yes.
All the illustrations are done. The first writing is completely done. So now we're just going through and we're going to pick it apart and fix whatever illustrations we need to. And Michelle's going to tweak the wording. And then hopefully we'll have it to the publisher, I would hope, within a week or two. to start getting.
I would like to get it done quicker because of the holidays coming. It's going to be really reasonably priced and it's going to be really cute, and I hope that you love it.
And once we have a hard copy of it, we will show it to you guys here on the show.
Yeah, so excited. So, and I guess that's it. I hope that you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes, definitely. Spend it with your families. Enjoy.
Enjoy. You want to give them the rundown
Not
real quick?
Beef turkey burger.
Beef turkey
Okay,
burger.
so you're watching on Facebook, but also on Instagram. You can follow us at The Main Street Mouse. Please make sure to follow both pages and like our stuff so that way you can keep notified if Facebook decides to notify you. On Twitter, you can follow us at Main Street Mouse. And then on YouTube at The Main ST Mouse. And on YouTube, make sure you hit the little bell that gives you notifications, lets you know when we upload a new video. You can also follow Michelle on Instagram at Cindershella4 or myself, TMSM_Avenger on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. We know it was a long show this week. Thank you again for everything you did this week. You did awesome. I'm so proud of you. She killed it. Thank you, everybody watching. Have a great Thanksgiving. We will see you guys. If not next week, we will see you in 2 weeks.
We'll let you know. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye, guys.
Bye.